Ever since the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise beyond Episode 9 by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this movie was truly a film that introduced new Star Wars lore by director J.J. Abrams. A great example is if you guys go ahead and read the visual dictionary, you will learn a lot more about the Jedi, the Sith, the Force, Palpatine. I mean, the list goes on. The visual dictionary, really does give you a better idea of what Disney and Lucasfilm wanted to do with the actual movie but could not because of all the different reshoots and the rewrites that they did for this film. Now, beyond all of this, a lot of fans are very intrigued about what they have in store for Disney Plus and the new Star Wars movies to come in the near future, and what, of course, they're trying to really do with some of the core characters that we all know and love, and that we have all been with ever since 1977 Star Wars: A New Hope. Now, the thing about this is that throughout the 2020s, it's going to be a big decade of Star Wars material, both on Disney Plus and in the form of the 3 new Star Wars movies that will be released by Disney and Lucasfilm, and that Disney are also in negotiations of bringing in more Star Wars films on top of the already 3 planned Star Wars movies. However, with the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the character of Darth Vader. Now, specifically, it's explained that both Disney and Lucasfilm are currently working very hard on the future of the Star Wars franchise and where things will go after the Skywalker saga on both Disney Plus and in the form of movies to come in the future. It said that one of the big plans that Disney and Lucasfilm have in store is to develop numerous live-action TV series, not just for Kenobi, Cassian, Mando, and others, but even for the character of Darth Vader is also a TV series that is in the very early development phase at this point in time that would actually center on the era of the Jedi Purge and the events just after Order 66. Now, it's said, however, that Disney has a bigger plan for Darth Vader to arrive back to fans far sooner, and that they are currently developing a brand new Darth Vader suit for the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series that will be used on set this July and August once they begin filming the series with Ewan McGregor. Now, it's explained that the Darth Vader suit that is being developed is said to be a part of one of the episodes where Kenobi will have recurring nightmares of his old friend Anakin Skywalker and who he ultimately becomes, who burned on Mustafar, where he will have a terrible vision, or visions, and nightmares of Darth Vader during his solitude on Tatooine. The new Darth Vader suit is said to be a big part for one of the episodes to be filmed this July and August, and that the series will release sometime in 2021. The new Darth Vader suit is said to be modeled for an unknown actor at the moment that is being kept a big secret for Star Wars fans, and that Obi-Wan's nightmares will play a large role in one of the 6 episodes of the Kenobi TV series that will focus on his struggles and his life 8 years after Order 66. Additionally, it's said that one of the big decisions by Disney and Lucasfilm of bringing back Darth Vader for the Kenobi series in the form of nightmares is to actually explore Kenobi's weakness and his strengths to show the fans visually what he is going through during his time on Tatooine, where additionally it's explained that they are also in talks with James Earl Jones to reprise his role as Darth Vader's voice during the late summer into early fall of this year for the Kenobi series to truly capture the spirit of Darth Vader in the upcoming show that will take fans by surprise. This is also described to be an attempt by Disney and Lucasfilm to provide fans fan service and nostalgia in the Kenobi show, and that they are looking to develop a suit that will be very close to the one seen at the very end of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, with a more weathered design to the armor to make it not appear as new as it was in the film. Now, the upcoming series will also have a number of Skywalker saga-oriented characters, and that they are also in talks with both Frank Oz and Liam Neeson to reprise their roles as Qui-Gon Jinn and Yoda for the new series to come in 2021. Now, this is also Disney's way of making the Kenobi show a true bridge between Episode 3 and 4 for the fans, where the Darth Vader suit is expected to be complete sometime before they begin filming in July, after they go through a series of costume tests and screen tests for what they aim to do with the show itself. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and why this is truly exciting, not just for me as a Star Wars fan, but also for a lot of you guys out there, and how a lot of us just love Darth Vader. Now, Darth Vader obviously had an epic return in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, back in 2016. It was a big movie. In fact, it's one of my favorite Disney Star Wars films. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I feel it is way stronger than The Last Jedi and Solo: A Star Wars Story, just in my opinion. Rogue One, I feel, was a very good attempt at recapturing the feel of both, I guess you could say, a mixture of Return of the Jedi and Star Wars: A New Hope is what it felt like to me. You had that massive space battle at the very end of the movie, which really kind of emulated the space battle over Endor, and throughout the majority of the film, it had a New Hope feel to it, with everything related to Darth Vader and things around those lines. So, with that being said, the fact that Disney and Lucasfilm are developing a brand new Darth Vader suit for the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series starring Ewan McGregor, the 6-episode TV show, by the way, that they plan to make longer episodes, which is going to even it out to how The Mandalorian is treated with 8 episodes, but being shorter than 1 hour. This, however, seems like it's going to be more around the lines of 1 hour per episode, so we have a lot of material coming our way, roughly 6 hours worth of Kenobi content. Now, the thing about this, alright, of having Obi-Wan Kenobi going through nightmares or visions, whatever have you, of Darth Vader that he's going to embrace and go against in this new series, is going to be a different side of Star Wars, right? We've never seen Kenobi's realization that Anakin is indeed Darth Vader, how he reacts when he first learns that Anakin is Darth Vader, and who he ultimately became, as far as the suit goes and the actual design. And to me, that's going to be a very interesting tale to tell by Disney and Lucasfilm, right? So the fact that they're going to capture that moment where Obi-Wan finally realizes that Anakin actually survived on Mustafar, and how they actually did that in comics, and how this new Kenobi TV show is going to be modeled after the comics, both in canon and in Star Wars Legends, is also inspiring. Again, like I say, I mean, Disney Plus seems like it has so much potential when it comes to TV shows that are going to be centered on the Jedi, the Force, the Sith, I mean, you name it, right? I think that's the way to go. I mean, say what you will about The Mandalorian, it is a great TV show, but I feel that the Jedi, the Sith, and the Force content is far superior. That's just how I feel, at least. It really just captures my, I guess you could say, attention span better, because that's what I'm more attuned to for the Star Wars franchise. I like that side of Star Wars far more, and I can't wait to see exactly how they explore this. Now, when it comes to the Darth Vader suit, it's said to be modeled directly after the one that we saw in Revenge of the Sith, right? And a lot of fans either love or hate that set of armor, so they're going to give it a more weathered design, where it's going to look a little bit more, like as if it went through a lot of battles and a lot of wars and stuff around those lines. It might have some dings and scratches on it. Now, the thing is, they're trying to bring back James Earl Jones to reprise his role as Darth Vader. And as we all know, he came back briefly for The Rise of Skywalker to provide that simple line of dialogue where he says, inside your head, and you do hear him saying the lines of dialogue as Darth Vader when Kylo Ren touches the melted helmet just before the flash fight begins. So it is very interesting, the fact that they're trying to really get James back as soon as possible this year, specifically July and August, which are going to be the 2 big months, because that's going to be the filming of episodes 1 and 2. So that would tell us that Darth Vader is going to show up rather early in the actual Kenobi TV series. So look forward to that. Now, everything related to this is that we do know that they're trying to really make things up to the fans. They want to actually introduce a lot of nostalgia moving on forward with Disney Plus and the new Star Wars films to come, as well as new Star Wars projects that will be introduced further down the road. And honestly, I cannot wait for Star Wars Celebration, because that's going to be the big month, August, where they're going to unveil new plans about the Kenobi TV show. We're probably going to get some stills or BTS, shots of the actual movie and or the actual series, I should say, and what's happening behind the scenes. And like I say, guys, the future is looking bright, because it seems like that they're really trying to do a complete 180 here. It's almost like Disney was just stuck with the sequel trilogy and had to do what they had to do. Now that they are starting things fresh, they can do as they want to. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.